It is the enemy's last-ditch effort, and if you are following the news, there's a lot going on, but you could tell if you have discernment, you could tell that what they're trying to do is either projection, right? Projecting their crimes onto other good people. They're making things up, or they're so desperate that they're trying whatever they can to indict and bring people on charges and all these things. So the latest news is that Trump is being indicted, or has been told he's being indicted. And so we're seeing some things play out now, but it's a double-edged sword, right? So you got all these things with Clinton and everybody else, Biden, but yet they're trying to go for the smallest thing that is non-existent for Trump. So that says a lot about what they're trying to, or the threat that he is to the establishment. So don't worry about that. It's all, whether it's a show in some sense to wake more people up, or it's just their tactic to try to get him and to take him down. Trump is safe, he's insulated, and there's no trouble there. Now, the other thing that's happening is that Julian Assange, right, from WikiLeaks, he may be coming home very soon. And when that happens, it sounds bad in that he was trying to fight extradition to the US from the UK. Some ruling just came down that his appeal got denied, but it looks like he doesn't want to come. But when he does, he has a lot of information, and that's when the floodgates will open in terms of what can be presented to the court. So a lot of things that are happening, right, is being injected legally into the court system through a means for which it sounds like they don't want to be there. It sounds like, oh, it's a bad thing, but it's being done for a reason so that they could follow the rule of law. So I see a lot of good coming out of that, even though the media and everybody else is going to portray it as something that's completely different from that. You got Tucker coming back on Twitter, or rather having some kind of a segment. And there's this legal battle now, I guess, with Fox and just copyright, or rather the contract issues and breaching it. And so a lot is happening in terms of trying to amp up the true news that's coming out. Elon Musk, he's saying a lot of different things. A lot of people are angry about that. Twitter is opening up more and more to make sure that the truth is being allowed. And even recently, I just read, this happened, I think, a few days ago or a week ago, YouTube is now allowing the 2020 election steal videos to be up. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that a lot of my videos were taken down. I've been getting strikes left and right because I talk about the 2020 steal. Because if you've prayed about it, if you know, and if you follow information and evidence and things like that, you know that it was stolen. So again, I'm declaring it very confidently now. Let's see what happens. They have said they're going to stop censoring, and if they're true to that word, then this video will stay up. Many other videos will stay up. So that's in some sense good news. But I don't know what's going on there in terms of maybe YouTube is trying to dodge a bullet. Maybe they're being controlled, and now they're opening and letting things on. But the truth is coming back, and it's going to make itself known. And you, as the viewer, you as the listener, you will have the choice as to whether you want to believe it or not. And the same has happened the last couple of years. People that have been quote unquote conspiracy theorists. And remember, people have had time to listen to all these stories and seeing what has transpired, what's true. Let me give you some conspiracies that people have said, oh, that's outrageous, but it turned out to be true. There was a recent interview, I think, with Elon Musk, and I think the other person had said some of these things. But again, if you followed it, you know, Trump, Russia, witch hunt, the Jeffrey Epstein stuff, the island, JFK assassination, the misuse of the Patriot Act, the Iraq war, weapons of mass destruction, war in Ukraine, the bombing of the Nord Stream pipeline, the open border migration caravans, the climate change scam, HARP, 9/11 being an inside job, Internet of Things, surveillance grid, the PFAs and the water stuff, the 2020 election, of course, being stolen, January 6th being filled with undercover feds, the gain of function research, the COVID origins being out of Wuhan, big tech censorship. There's many other things that have turned out to be true. But if you listen to mainstream media, if you listen to these guys who are telling you the exact opposite and just yelling at you to say, oh, believe me, I have the news, I'm the authoritarian person on this, then of course you are lied to. And so these things are coming out. Watch, this is their last ditch effort. Big week, big month coming up. A lot has progressed and it's been great so far. But again, the war is not over. It's a show. People need to wake up slowly, but all of it will come to justice. God has it. and we are in a good place. Just wanted to give you guys this quick encouraging word. If you want to support me, my store, chrisyounstore.com, or you can go on Etsy. Please buy a journal or a shirt or one of my other things that are up there. I need help. I need support. And there's a lot coming, guys. We're in a good place for the future. Love you guys. Talk to you guys very soon.